All right, so I received a channel message that love is coming. And being that love is coming in for you, there are some things, some ancestral patterns that the ancestor realm want you to catch, right? Red flags, green flags, yellow flags. And before we talk about love in a romantic sense, we're going to tap into love from a professional sense, right? Love is if you're doing something that you love and then people are coming in to show you love and support, that's also 920 angel number, love coming in, okay? So when it comes to your career, your profession, you doing something that you love, people are about to be coming in that love what you do. These people, however, are on a frequency of refusing to change. They're stubborn. Despite your attempts to share what it is that you're doing, provide proof, okay, of how you figured out this or how you invented that, whatever you're doing to showcase your ability, these people will not change, okay? They will not change their belief systems, and it's like, how can I say it? It's like they'll hear you, they'll hear what you're saying, it'll make sense, but they won't apply it, they won't take action, right? The only action that they're willing to take is to come up against you. The way your intuition works, it's kind of scary to these people. It's like they scary. And because they're scary or they have that limited belief system, they want you to kind of communicate to them or speak to them in a way where it feels comfortable to them. It makes them feel at peace when you're telling them what they want to hear. So it feels as if at the point in which this is meant to resonate for you, when you started out, you may have been using your intuition, right? And before, let's say before, all you talked about was love readings or career readings. I'm just going to use intuitive gifts, okay? Channeling gifts as an example, but it can apply to anything, okay? So let's say you started out only being able to channel a certain level, only being able to communicate to certain energies, right? People, the 3D dense vibration. At this level, it's like the ancestral realm is opening up to you, the angelic realm is opening up to you, and so your messages are going to change, right? What you're able to comprehend or what you're able to invent is going to be before time, right? Before other people catch on, right? Like Noah's Ark. Before the flood actually comes, you know the wave of what's coming, because you're channeling or you're receiving insight through your third eye, okay? So you being able to say those things and it coming into fruition is never going to be a type of thing where they're like, oh wow, you were right. Now I know I can believe in something. No, they won't have that type of reaction. It'll kind of be like, well, you must be wicked, or you must have had to have done something to find that out. And so it's like your ancestors are saying, no matter what you do, they will still deem you evil. They'll still deem you wicked, and they will not accept you, right? I don't feel like you're meant to fit in. You're meant to stand out. I'm hearing this song. Some people settle for the typical things, living all their life waiting in the wings. It ain't just a matter of time before I move to the front of the line. So Tevin Campbell, Stand Out from the Goofy movie, okay? Soundtrack from the Goofy movie. Listen to it. That's significant for whatever reason. So let me see. My battery's about to die, so I'm gonna hurry up and channel this message. Because you know when you feel like it's right at the tip of your tongue and you get it and it clicks and it's like you want to get it out, so you don't have to try to remember it anymore. You can let it go. So it's like these people are gonna feel like they remember the old you and they miss that version of you. All right, so for you specifically, right, that's what you're dealing with. Those are the supporters that are going to be drawn to you or attracted to you. Those are going to be the friends that want to be friends with you. They're going to all feel this way. That is the wave of people, consciousness that's coming towards you. So just know that. But for you specifically, Spirit has a message for you. Your ancestors has a message for you. They want you to know that they do not like talking to these types of people. They do not like kissing these types of people's ass. It's a hell no to them. I heard it's a hell no to the Billy Goat. I don't know what the fuck that means. Anyone trying to sneak inside the spiritual realm with you, anyone trying to be buddy with you to get it passed, it's a hell no, 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 no. These people get no good luck. They do not get your intelligence from this realm. This is one way that this level of consciousness will attempt to access this realm with you is be like, oh, they told me I could come with them, or I'm their friend, or I'm just their supporter. Shit. You come from an ancestral line. Only take it this if it resonates, but they're saying that you come from an ancestral line where there was an ancestor in your bloodline that did this before. They pillow talk with a lover. They gave away their ancestral secrets, their recipes. They tried to teach these people everything about their culture, their beliefs. They even indoctrinated. When I say indoctrinated, I mean your ancestor was. It's giving like Pocahontas energy. Okay, so for example, your ancestor was like, I feel the need to blend. You know what I'm saying? I feel called to blend. It didn't make any sense. And or you can even think of, who is the lady? Avatar with the Na'vi, right? Of how she felt the need to blend. Reluctantly, there was high priestess and different things like that that felt like they needed to blend. And they told me to tell you that if it's a lover that they do not approve of, or they do not want, or this lover comes from a lineage of betrayal, of sneakery or some shit like that, it's like you'll notice that your good luck starts to change. You'll notice that your ancestral realm isn't communicating to you. Like they'll close up shop. Okay, I'm hearing Jiminy Cricket. They'll close up shop, they'll go somewhere else, and it's like a hell no to them. And it's because of the sneak, the lies, and the way that they go about playing dirty. Something about playing dirty, it's a hell no. So it could be a lover, it could be a supporter, it could be anyone that could be a partnership. You could be going, somebody may want to go in a partnership with you, like let's do this shit together or some shit. I don't know. You may feel like, oh, I could talk to you about anything. I could share what I saw when I went in the spiritual realm, this dream, that dream, what messages I have coming in. And it's like your ancestors like, don't tell them shit. Which means the reason why they're bringing up your ancestry line, of you coming from, or you've been a descendant of an ancestor that did not see the red flags. They talked so much, they were so excited to share, and having someone willing to listen and be what they perceived to be open turned out to be a master trick that was performed on them. So they're saying, if you think that you're gonna repeat that ancestral pattern and teach people everything that they've told you or taught you just so they can use it against you, they won't let it happen. That pattern stops with you. I'm hearing this, it ends with us. So it's like one thing that you need to know when it comes to them is it's going to end with you. And they're going to help you in that ancestral pattern. There's something else. So the power that whoever they are, seeks is inside of you. You can try to teach them how you did it, you know. But the truth of the matter is that realm has to open up to you. That realm has to choose you back. It's a two-way street. It's not a one-way street. You give and receive. You give willingly. You come willingly. You come with an open heart, and you can receive messages with that same open heart. It's your portal, so it's in you. It's not on you. And the people that are wanting to be close enough to you to figure out how you do what you do, they can only manipulate it. They can only manipulate, like they have to get items. They have to get stuff. They have to do petitions. They have to ask, burn stuff, write petitions, call on things. It's like a flash of light. It's not the same type of connection. They have to manipulate matter and create illusions. So what they're saying is whoever you are, you speak the native tongue of your ancestors. I don't care if you speak English and you're like, oh, TT, I only know one language. It has nothing to do with the language. It has everything to do with your vibration, okay? So I'm hearing only one of you have sense, okay? Only one of you have sense. And I heard leave it that way. Okay, it's not that you can't do business with them or indulge with them, but it's like you can do business with them, you can sleep with them, you can indulge with them, you can have fun with them, but you can't procreate with them. You can't do something, like you can't start a business together. You know what I'm saying? They can come do an exchange with you, transaction with you, but nothing more, nothing less. And it's like, and after that, be done, move past it. Don't be falling in love. Don't be doing nothing extra. Don't be trying to take people with you or some shit like that. And then there's like a major decision that they're telling me that you have to make. So it's like you're making the right decision by honoring your ancestors. So if you've been feeling like you're withholding certain information that you get, not everything that you get, you share it with the public, especially if you're trying to like duplicate yourself, right? You're trying to help people wake up, help people see their own potential and things like that. It's not gonna go well. It's not gonna go well because it's almost like you become the practice target. That's what they're saying. They're like, oh, well, you taught me, so let me practice on you. And then they'll start practicing their petition and practicing their shit on trying to see if it works, and then watching you to see if you have any effect. And it's like, oh, now I can do what you could do. It's like, nah, shawty. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that shit is what I'm hearing. All right. So you're very smart. You're very intellectual. And you're abundant. You have good luck, good fortune, prosperity, and so forth. So there were like two major ancestral patterns that they want you to be aware of, okay? Now, every time, okay, when it comes to your love and romance, let's talk about it. Damn, I know you can't hear me. Sorry about that. I have the headphones on, okay? But if you heard it, you was meant to hear it, okay? If it sounds bad, maybe you ain't trying to, it ain't meant for you to hear it, okay? So moving on. So pretty much this family dysfunction, okay? One of the major things in this ancestral pattern is your family and you may have a dysfunctional relationship. And the reason why there's dysfunction amongst the family is because you went against the family in life, and so in death, they still haven't gotten over it. You get what I'm saying? So not necessarily you, but your ancestor, you're a descendant of they're saying like you're a descendant of a family member that shared their recipes, shared their gifts with, could be like colonizers, because I'm seeing the Lannister here, but it's like other people from across the world with the Three of Wands, and taught them how they do it, what they do. They were really, it came from an innocent place here. It was kind of like, we're so abundant. You ever saw Raya, and you know how like, it's like, how can we all hate each other when we all come from the same source? And so your ancestor understood that y'all come from the same source, so y'all all the same people. But that did not negate the fact that people came with ulterior motives. You see what I'm saying? So with Raya in the cartoon, she meets a girl, and she's like, they're getting along really well. They're friends. And she's like, you know, I never got to see the heart. I never got to see a gem. And then she's like, oh, well, I could show you. So she shows her, she takes her down to a place where no one else really goes. And all along, they train the little girl to befriend her and to lure her into showing her or being a hostess with the mostest, to take them down to pretty much they used kids. That's the fucked up part. They used kids, right? Innocent kids, to pretty much come there. And when you get to a place where we want it, whatever we're trying to steal, because they were trying to steal the heart in Raya, heart of the dragon. And it's interesting because you see the dragon here. All right. And so Raya was like, you betrayed me. And so at her most vulnerable stage of development, which was a child, she trusted someone she thought was her friend. And she didn't have any type of stinginess in her heart. The heart of the land was in where Raya came from, and they just didn't. Everyone else was mad that they feel like that the heart area got the better treatment, better lifestyle, whatever. So every other kingdom surrounding them was bitter. And that's kind of like what I'm seeing here, but they all come from the same family. So how can you be bitter? It's like the arm being jealous of the leg, you know? Y'all all are equal parts of an equal whole, but they couldn't see that like that because all they could see was the division. And so it's like a body that's attacking itself. Same situation with family, right? You're like, how can you feel some type of way about me when we all come from the same dad and same mom, we come from the same blood? And it's like, just like a tale as old as time, just like there's something in that ancestral pattern where there's dysfunction. It's a curse of dysfunction over your bloodline in some type of way, where they don't know why they may feel some type of way about you. But it could be that they felt that you were chosen, that they felt like you didn't have to go endure the pains that they had to endure. And they're always waiting to see the shoe fall off on the other foot, or to get some type of confirmation that you've been taken down. Little do they know, when they come for you, right, they're coming for themselves. And that is the lesson in it. That's the lesson that they're meant to learn. And they're not going to learn it. And I feel like the only way for them to learn it is for you to have no regrets. Okay? So let's say this is a lover. Anytime your ancestors were taking their time to determine what they wanted, the other person or whoever desired them would trap them, either with a child or manipulate them into thinking this would be the last time they would ever see them. Like, oh, I may not ever see you again. I may cross the 7 seas and we may not ever see each other. And so on some Grease, you're the one that I love. Like the world's coming to an end. That's a manipulation tactic. And it's like, oh no, if I never see you, okay, we could do whatever you want to do because I love you, right? One of your ancestors fell for one of them tricks like that. Okay. And then they died young, or they did something where it was like 1 minute they thought it was one thing and the next minute it was all a lie. It was all just guerrilla warfare. It was all just a way to get close to you. And I feel like your ancestry line, your bloodline hasn't healed from that type of tactic being played on them. And But as you go through these connections and they don't trick you, you're healing your bloodline. You get what I'm saying? As you channel messages or get clarity, and you keep that energy sacred, they feel at peace. It's like when you keep their ancient secrets and you cherish them and you protect them, it makes them feel safe, like that ancestral realm can rest. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, yes, we finally have a descendant that's going to honor us. We finally have a descendant that's going to protect the things that, that we have, and other people won't be able to manipulate this bloodline. And so it's almost like these ancestors, these warrior ancestors, have risen from the deep, okay, to make sure that the elders are respected. And the only time they get conjured up is if there's great enemies amidst or around you. So that's what you need to know. I'm really curious to see what comes out right quick before my battery dies. So we have the thinking man in reverse, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have victim mentality. There may be a specific person that's going through karma right now that may be wanting to come back into your life, and like, parlay, let's kick it, let's do something together. They didn't see what they had when they had it first, or something like that. Like, somebody was an asshole, okay? The thinking man in reverse is definitely an asshole. They'll see something, but they have no regard for what's right in front of them. 7-7 here. And then they'll feel bad about it, right? Them feeling bad about it is like the ancestors have been whipping this person's ass. Okay? And this person feels like they didn't protect you. But I feel like you have history, like in past lives, you have history with this person. In the Akashic, yeah, you got history with this person. I can't unsee it. This person didn't, they felt bad in a past life for not protecting you from bullies, and in this lifetime they are kind of feeling the same way about not wanting that to be the same story. Yeah, it's like they didn't help you, they didn't defend you. So you know how Maleficent's friend, she confided in him, told her what she loved the most about being, pretty much about being the ruler of the garden or whatever. And he wanted status and recognition from the outside world. And so even though he had secret access into her garden, for the creatures or whatever, the animals, he came with his own ulterior motives because he wanted status, wealth, fame. And so she went from being a friend to being an object of wealth, potential wealth for him that he could cash in on. And that's pretty much exactly what's playing out right now. Someone feels bad because, like, you see how the sins of his choices put him in a situation where he lost Aurora, right? He lost his wife. Everything the life that he worked so hard to have, it failed around him. And with victim mentality, this person felt like even though they did something wrong, they didn't feel. The reason why this person didn't feel like he did anything wrong was because he never really genuinely saw Maleficent as a friend. He always saw her as an object of power. And since he didn't have no real power, it's like, oh, she could take it. Maleficent could take it. Just grow some new wings, you know? And so on some level, it's like Spirit is saying, this person's not a victim. They had a choice, okay? With this energy, this person had a choice. So whatever sentence that they get, it's a choice that they made. And even to the last minute, this person was still not sorry. To his death, he still wasn't sorry. Queen of Pentacles, damn. You may have a grandmother or great-grandmother that knows how this game works. They know how power, money, success, and worth plays out. And so if it's not your grandmother, it could be this person's grandmother or mother. And this person may have wanted, because I think in the movie, she plays a role where her granddaughter, she puts her granddaughter on the path of marrying the Lannister son. Now, the Lannister son is a fuck up, okay? But she's not a fuck up. But when you have a man that's that much of a fuck up, and you have a very intelligent woman that has the ear of their great grandmother or a wiser woman, it's like, it's easy to control that fuck up male. You understand? Because he's only as smart as his mother. You get what I'm saying? He's only as smart as the mother that's telling him what to do. You feel me? So that's why they got rid of her daughter, was because the mother that was the mother of the fuck up refused to let go, refused to let someone else come in and have that much power over her son, because she was already using her son to get power, to maintain power, and so forth. And so here you are, not connected to no lineage. That's what I'm seeing here. You're not connected to anything living, right? So that means you're an independent agent out here. You don't got no mama, no grandmother, at least not in the flesh, that's helping you with these situations. You got you, whatever dragons you talk to, whatever voices you hear in the garden. Yes, I do feel like you have grandmothers, grandparents that talk to you, elders that communicate with you, right? But they're not here in the flesh. So these people can't see what you can see. And so they would love for you to be with their child. They would love for you to have some type of connection, because they're curious about how you could improve their fuck up child life. You got to be special. Ain't no way without having that type of support or a woman's support are you able to get this far in life on your own as a single person. So you have to have some type of favor, godly favor or some shit like that. So you are, I'm going to say, adults that know better, that are still alive, kind of see you as the perfect, you may have heard this a lot, like, you'll be the perfect person for my child, or I wish my child y'all would have been together. And so that's still like someone projecting a vision. But the reason why they're projecting their vision is because either they know that their kid is a fuck up without you, or like you are the battery pack. And because they raised them to need them as the battery pack. And if they're getting older and they want to secure their kids in their death, it's like I would love for them to be with someone that has their head on straight before I die. And so you got that coming in. Now here's where it gets funky, okay? Because this person may have siblings, or they may have friends or siblings that they shady as fuck. And somebody's mama may know that they have other kids that don't want to see this person happy because it's you. I told you. And so your higher self fucking knows it. They know it too. These bitches be watching you. They like to look on social media to see if you post any recent pictures of you, your kids, so they can all look at it and compare their kids to your kids. Because again, they have like this energy of it's like to gossip and laugh about where you are in life, your status in life versus this person's status in life. And I feel like somebody's mother can see through all that bullshit. They're like, fuck that. I know my son or my daughter loves this person. But they have, like I said, siblings, up to 3 siblings that are pretty much fucking nobodies, that have always been intimidated by your spiritual gifts. And it has something to do with a past life as well. Like both of y'all grew up in, y'all were born or y'all incarnated into bloodlines that were, they were like the opposition. They were the ops in your prior lifetimes. Mm-hmm. Interesting. So these people are never going to change. They have no feelings. They have no remorse. They're like empty. The 5 of Cups in reverse is pretty much saying this is someone that, these are people that they don't feel bad about the mess that they've done. They got what they wanted. It's all about strategy for them. They got what they wanted. And even if their sibling is unhappy and lonely without you, it's the price to pay for some type of spiritual vendetta that someone has against you. Clarify this High Priestess energy. You have the ability to like bring someone back to life. Okay? That's what the High Priestess energy does. You resurrect something. So the world here is pretty much, this is why they keep up with you and what you're doing with what you're doing in the world, what you're up to. Are you successful? Are you not successful? Because they believe that as long as you are struggling, that they are still more important to you. And ultimately, they can't tell you that they be watching you on the low. Like, they can't tell you that. But your intuition has already shown that to you. You're not dumb. You're not slow. Okay. They could have lost like a father. Their father is not at rest. I don't think they even really like their own fucking father. But their father is not at rest. It's like their father is turning over in their grave. Because this makes me feel like the Queen of Coins and the King of Coins is pretty much saying that they used to be a couple. But with the 4 of Swords in reverse, that's unrest. The 4 of Spears in reverse. If it wasn't for this person's wife, they would have come from a broken home too. Because whoever the father was, they wasn't shit either. People thought that they were, like the community thought that they were. But the truth of the matter is their wife was covering for them. Because this person, like, they had other people that they fucked with and they did stuff with. But nobody would ever know that because this wife kept the secrets for the sake of the children. It's a lot. It's a lot going on here. So there's some spiritual injustice that's happening. 4 of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups. Yeah, this whoever this father figure is, they can't move on. Eight of Cups. Like they can't rest, they can't move on until they help their. They have like a child or a son, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, that is struggling with like blaming themselves, but their child doesn't know that their biggest enemies is their siblings or the friends that they keep, mainly their siblings. Hell, their siblings got their mama even scared to talk against them because that's how thick their relationship cord is. Yeah, it says a Lannister always pays his debts. You are a big debt that this person's child has to pay. There's a father that has passed over. They're in the spirit realm. Their son has created karma for their bloodline, and it stems to you. And it's like the father, the siblings, the mama, the son, the whole family is now indebted spiritually. They have to confess, they have to apologize, they have to repent. But no matter how much this father from the spiritual realm has been telling them that they have to change, they have to do better, that bad luck is going to come to their children. Everything that they try to do is about to get really bad out here in these streets. They're not listening. Their father could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's like, oh, they have no idea how much karma they're about to sow. This father was even watching their children like gossip and laugh, and I'm hearing laughter and look at this, because it's like now that they have done it to like. That they went too far. It's one thing to talk about you, but they've been gossiping and laughing on your children. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, pulling up on social media. Hell, they could have reached out to you directly and asked for pictures. And they've been laughing and they've been kiki. And like this father is pretty much like, y'all have fucked up royally. Yeah, we have Temperance, Sagittarius energy. So this December, that's the type of shit where you do laughing at someone else and you do not know who you're fucking talking about or laughing about, make you fuck around and have a whole bunch of bad shit happening to their kids on some justice stuff. I'm telling you, when justice come knocking, it's like they have absolutely no idea how fucked up they have cursed their generations for generations to come. And that's with the smear campaign, okay? Anytime that you laugh or you do anything that's of a mockery to you, who you may think that it's a nobody. The Nine of Pentacles may appear to be nobody because they stand alone. But you don't know their soul. So it's equivalent to degrading a mural. You know what I'm saying? Starting a smear campaign. And it's up to 3 people. It was gathered with 3 people. And the 4th person could have been the person that was fucking... I got Virgo energy. Yeah. And so they just tied a knot. They just set up like a whole bunch of karma. We got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio woman. The premises of this argument was like, oh, I bet this person is unhappy because they're not with you. You were probably the best thing that happened to them. And this is someone these are people that have always been jealous of you. And they're going to be jealous if they watch you. They keep up with you. They're going to always be jealous of you. You're really that guy. You're really that girl. For real. And they are convinced that you're going to be broke, poor, or something like that. But they just gave their whole family bad luck. Like, why would you why would you fucking do that with chosen people? Like, do they know who you are? I don't think they know who you are. But those are the messages that I got for you. But it's another day in the neighborhood. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.